Elise, whatever happened to the long-term plan of handing over Gaza to Arab states?
Well, this is the rub here. This was all conditional upon some kind of ceasefire, a long-term vision for Gaza, what we've been speaking about forever, this political horizon, that the Arab states would help contribute forces, help the Palestinian government, which, is still defunct and, corrupt, and there's really no viable Palestinian government, but they were going to help reform the PA and get them to stand in, and then Arabs would kind of help patrol and give aid. No Arab state, and I've talked to a lot of Arab diplomats in recent days, is going to go in under behind the barrel of an Israeli gun. So, Benjamin Netanyahu is saying, oh, we're going to hand it over to Arabs. That's not happening. That's a non-starter. And that's one of the reasons, among the reasons that Cedric is talking about, which is why this is so unpopular, guys, with the Israeli national security establishment. There is nobody in Mossad, in the national security establishment in Israel, the military. This is very unpopular, and obviously it's unpopular among the Israeli public.
And among Israeli citizens, too, who are concerned about the fate of the hostages.
That they'll be killed,
What's
that they'll
the plan
be
for
starving
them?
further,
Right.
that there'll be some friendly fire. Yeah. They've killed a few in the past. And so nobody thinks that this, the Israeli National Security Cabinet came up with 5 principles that they're trying to do. None of them are really going to be viable under this plan. And so everyone's wondering, why is he doing it?
Well, and the other thing is, when you look at this, as Elise was mentioning, one of the key problems with the hostages is you have to, if you're going to mount a rescue operation, for example, that has to be handled in a very compartmented, very secretive fashion. You don't bring conventional forces into a place where the hostages are being held and to hope to rescue them. If they are rescued, that's going to be a per-chance kind of situation. That's going to be happenstance.
Except it's already happening.
Well, it's happening in the sense, they're moving those forces in, and that's going to make it much harder if the Israeli military wants to, in essence, mount an operation to release the hostages, the remaining hostages. It's going to make it much more difficult to do that.
And then there's the aid situation, right? The Israelis are saying there's no starvation, and a lot of Israelis question, why are we responsible? They attacked us on October 7th. Why are we responsible for feeding them? And they say that, look, anybody with eyes can see what's going on the ground, even if the numbers are exaggerated, even if the definition of what starvation is exaggerated. Anybody with eyes can see the pictures on the ground now. Right. Israel left Gaza in 2005. They were no longer the occupying power. They go in now. Everyone remembers Colin Powell during the Iraq War, the Pottery Barn rule. You break it, you bought it. Israel will be 100% responsible for the feeding of all those Palestinians. I think this is, as Cedric said, a quagmire they don't want.
Why doesn't the Israeli military's perspective here hold more sway? Because they're in such disagreement. This was a very fiery cabinet meeting. These are the leaders who are leading the charge. We're seeing the suicide rate skyrocket among members of the IDF.
Yeah, absolutely, Brianna. And I think the key problem is that the political considerations that Netanyahu is experiencing, they are overriding the military considerations. They are breaking the Israeli military by doing this. And that's going to be something that is going to create a huge, huge problem for the Israeli military going forward. They performed really well when they were meeting their objectives, just from a tactical military perspective. They killed off Hamas leadership, they killed off Hezbollah leadership. They, of course, were successful defending themselves against Iran. All of those things are critical components and show what the Israeli military and the intelligence forces, the Israeli security agencies can do. But the problem is, if you hollow out the force, you are going to create problems where you won't be able to defend the country in the future. And the political leadership in Israel is not thinking about the future.
And then there's the West Bank. There's a lot of violence going on the West Bank. Is that the next thing? When you hear these members of the cabinet, the more extreme members of the cabinet, talking about, this is our opportunity. The Israeli military just doesn't believe in this, and they're beaten down, they're exhausted. I don't think Israel can handle it if there's, an intifada in the West Bank or something like that.